This is how you go about recording audio for your podcast, your news package, whatever project it happens to be. There's a couple of ways that you can go about doing this. The way that I would prefer most of you go about it is because it gives you more audio control. That is recording inside of one of the editing booths here in the classroom, which is the computer that I'm working on right now. I'm actually in Edit Bay 2. These Edit Bays have microphones set up to them. They're microphones that plug into USB. They've got little stands for them, and that's what I'm talking to you through right now. So this is one of the most effective ways to capture audio because it tends to give the best quality. You can also do this by just getting a microphone and doing it on a camera, which by nature of how many kids we have in class, we're going to have to do that a few times. But I wanted to give you a walkthrough on how to do this on a computer if you're able to sit down in an Edit Bay. So you're going to be using a program called Audacity, and they're loaded onto all of these computers. Audacity is just a freeware audio capturing program. It's pretty effective at what it does. And just to give you a really quick crash course on what it is that you need to know when you're going about doing this. So whenever you open Audacity, you're going to come across this blank page with a few different things. Up here is the audio monitoring level right here, which will show you about how loud or how soft it is you tend to be. Again, what we are aiming for here is you want to kind of be in this sweet spot of like -12 to -6 decibels. That's about where you want to be. Any louder than that, you run risk of blowing out the audio and it gets distorted. Any lower than that, it is too quiet. You can adjust right here with this little microphone. This adjusts your recording volume, or basically how loud your microphone is going to. The second is just playback volume. And playback is when you go back and listen to what it is you've recorded, and that will just determine how loud the volume of that is. So a few key things that you need to be aware of. First thing, the way you record is really simple. You hit this red button, and then you can record something, and you'll have the audio clip. This is my test audio clip for how to record for your podcast. Then you hit stop, and now you can go back and move this right here. This little line is the equivalent of the playhead in Adobe Premiere. This is my so let's go here. This is my test audio clip for how to record for your podcast. See? And there's the audio. So it's right about where you need to be. You can actually make some adjustments. So if there was a part of this we wanted to go away, you can highlight it, hit delete, it's going to go away. You can also continue to record on the same track here for as long as I want to, then hit stop again. So the key thing that you want to make sure that you do as you do this and you make adjustments, when you finally end up with a product that you like, and I would recommend doing multiple takes because especially for podcasts, it will only get better the more you do it because you'll become more natural and comfortable. So whenever you have audio you want to keep, you want to come up here and you need to go to File, and drop down here to Export. And then you want to export as an MP3. MP3 is the most universal audio format. It's pretty good quality. That's what we want to do. So whenever you're doing this and you're recording for your podcast audio, all the computers have the G-RAID 1 network drive hooked up to it. So if you hit this drop down in the Save In bin, you can go to G-RAID 1, and then you're specifically looking for a folder called Podcast Audio, which is right here. And you want to go in here. I would recommend you create a folder for this one. I'm just going to call it Miller. So I know it's mine. You go in here, call it Test Track. You just hit Save. Then follow through on this right here. This edit metadata tags. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is give it a title and just hit OK. And then once you've done that, you've created an audio file that we'll be able to put into Adobe Premiere Pro and make some adjustments along the way. So that's your quick crash course on how to record audio for your podcasts or whatever project you need it for.